Hello, my name is Jun Oh, and I am a second-year doctoral student majoring in adaptive physical activity, which is studying physical activity in population with special needs. Today, I will be presenting how structured exercise may help improving self-efficacy on individuals with physical disabilities. Before I begin, I would like to share my background with you. I am from South Korea, born and raised in capital city Gangnam, Seoul. Now it is well-known city because of the size Gangnam style. I moved to the United States by myself to enter University of Kansas and hold bachelor's degree in exercise science. My interest in studying physical activity with special population began while I was doing my internship during the undergraduate by working with adults with different disabilities. Then I moved back to Korea to serve military for 2 years. After done with military duty, I entered master program at Seoul National University and studied adaptive physical education, which is providing specialized physical education program for students with disabilities. While I was in master program, me and my close friends started exercise training facility as a business owner and student who studied the disability population. I always had a few questions within myself. Why aren't people with a disability don't come to our gym? Or how can I promote the facility to people with the disabilities? Of course, there were a lot of factors, but those genuine concerns pushed me to continue studying physical activity within those population. So I came back to United States, TW, and currently pursuing my PhD degree in adaptive physical activity. As I studied at APA, one of the population that I am interested with in special population is individuals with physical disabilities. A physical disability is often characterized by a varying degree of neuromuscular dysfunction that impairs a range of motor activities, such as from completing daily tasks to engaging in physical activities. The Center of Disease Control includes chronic illness as physical disability and reported 113 million United States citizens had at least one chronic illness and one-fourth of them had limitations in daily activities. For the purpose of this presentation, the individual with physical disability refers to those who have acquired a physical disability from traumatic events, such as individuals with amputees, spinal cord injuries, traumatic brain injuries, and stroke. Although their pathology, level of impairment, physiological symptoms, and motor characteristics may differ from one another, but having a permanent physical disability, such as losing a considerable part of the body function, often leads to a dependent life on the others and makes it difficult to maintain an active lifestyle. Because of physical disabilities, the individuals stayed in sedentary lifestyle and physical activity participation rate were lower than a suboptimal level reported in general population. In turn, there is greater risk for developing secondary health conditions such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease, obesity, and reduced health-related fitness. In addition to physical aspect, depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, low level of self-efficacy, motivation, and quality of life were commonly identified as psychological issue with individuals with physical disabilities. The benefits of physical activity has been well documented and demonstrated as a key components to reduce secondary health conditions and improve physical, mental, and overall quality of life. However, as I mentioned in previous slide, physical activity participation rate were lower than suboptimal level reported in general population. According to the research that investigated facilitator and barriers to physical activity on population with physical disability, identified personal, social, and environmental factor as the key challenge to engage in physical activities. Among the factors, inaccessibility to built environment, unsuitable equipment, lack of assistance, and information were found as environmental barriers to physical activity. Common personal and social barriers were identified as physical function, low self-efficacy to participate in activity, social denial, and negative attitude. Contrast to barriers, social factors were identified as key facilitator and benefits of physical activity. More specifically, socialization, such as sharing similar experience with people who have true understanding of their situation, as the greatest asset of partaking in physical activity. Further, involvement in physical activity facilitated reintegration to society and positively impacted quality of life. Lastly, sense of doing things again shaped personal growth and development in the aftermath of physical and psychological trauma. Um, this suggests that socialization components of physical activity and improving self-confidence by doing things again are the crucial factor that may improve quality of life on these populations. Socialization and self-confidence is closely related to social cognitive theory that was proposed by Bandura, and that is why I chose this theory. Learning a new behavior through social context and a way to improve self-efficacy is well described in social cognitive theory. The major construct of theory involves personal, social, and behavior factor, in which human behavior is explained by reciprocal determinism, that is referred as to dynamic interaction between three major factors. This reciprocal determinism is evidenced in physical activity domain by research that suggests personal factor, particularly self-efficacy, can act as major determinant and the consequence of physical activity participation. Bandura has defined self-efficacy as one's confidence in their own ability to develop strategies and complete the task. Self-efficacy can affect thought patterns that can aid or hinder the individuals. A person with a high self-efficacy with an exercise will feel that he or she has the ability to be successful in exercise-related activities. And a person with a low self-efficacy would be pessimistic about engaging in exercise and not likely to take any action. Bandura proposed that self-efficacy is formed and affected by four main sources of information. Mastery experience is the experience, previous or ongoing personal accomplishment and success that one had experienced before or experiencing at the moment. Vicarious experience is where one increases self-efficacy as they watch others who are similar to themselves achieve success. Verbal persuasion, such as encouragement and providing positive feedback, can also improve one's self-efficacy. Finally, physiological state is sensation that people experience from their body and how they perceive their emotional arousal. Before I explain how exercise can improve self-efficacy, I would like to distinguish between physical activity and structured exercise. Physical activity is defined as increase in energy expenditure that are due to any bodily movement. The type of physical activities include from daily activities such as household tasks and work-related activities. And it also includes sports and leisure activity and structured exercise. Structured exercise is a subset of physical activity that is planned or has a goal and performed with the intention to improve physical fitness. Structured exercise is a great way to improve self-efficacy using personal success, goal setting, appropriate exercise program design, and exercise logs are a source of mastery experience that can increase self-efficacy. Using a concept of modeling, a trainer could share success stories. Actual demonstration may also a good source of vicarious experience. Group exercise, where person with a similar characteristics observing each other and helps implement the idea of if she can do it, then I can do it too. Verbal and social persuasion, such as acknowledging the positive behaviors and exercise environment where people get to share their feelings and cheering one another, may help improve self-efficacy. Physiological state is the sensation that person may feel before, during, or after the exercise. Understanding adverse states such as fatigue, stress, anxiety as part of exercise, and feeling energized or upbeat after the exercise may help person to improve self-efficacy. One of the good examples of improving self-efficacy in individuals with disabilities is well described in Best and colleagues research, which evaluated the effect of peer-led wheelchair training program on self-efficacy. So 28 community living manual wheelchair users were randomly assigned into two groups, and the treatment group received 90 minutes of one-on-one peer leading wheelchair training session twice a week for 6 weeks. The program was tailored to participants' identified goals, and peer trainer who were also a wheelchair user helped to achieve each goal, training specific skills and discussed strategies to overcome barriers. As a result, the experimental group had higher self-efficacy post-intervention than the control group. This study provides great evidence that vicarious experience from peer trainer who has similar characteristics may have positive influence on improving self-efficacy. Unfortunately, due to the limitation in population and within the research environment, the research carried out to date is limited. But surely, many research supports that exercise can improve self-efficacy in that population. Here are some key points to take away from this presentation. Self-efficacy is an important factor within exercise behavior for any person, including individuals with physical disabilities. Self-efficacy can help the beginning exerciser keep going in the face of adversity. It can also help the intermediate exerciser push to the next level of fitness. It can even help the person to overcome dramatic setbacks such as traumatic injuries. Because self-efficacy is both predictor and an outcome of exercise, person who pursue their careers in health profession should understand the role of self-efficacy. Further, they should implement a variety of research-based strategies as discussed in this presentation in an effort to get the most positive effect to increase self-efficacy in any population, including individuals with special needs. Health professionals should consider creating a program that emphasizes mastery experience, vicarious experience, providing positive feedback, educating on physiological response to exercise, and that will create the foundation for positive exercise behavior with this population. Thank you so much for listening, and I am Juno, and if you have any questions, please shoot me an email through joh4@tw.edu. Thank you.